time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, it brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining me, friends. I am glad that we are here together. Another story, another beautiful day to enjoy. And yes, I hope that you have everything that you need to make this story time even better. Thank you so much for joining in today. Glad that we're here together. As you can see, lots and lots happening, including special guests coming to story time tomorrow. I'm excited for this one, and I hope that you are too. Yes, Gabi Lala and of course the ukulele will be here on story time. Get ready to sing, get ready to dance, get ready for some fun conversation, awesome conversations indeed. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely love it. That is happening tomorrow right here on Storytime. So if you're planning to be away tomorrow, please join us for the live if you can. But of course, if you miss it, you can always catch us for the recordings later on at 11 a.m. Pacific time, or indeed at a time that is convenient to you at storytimewithmrlimada.com, at Storytime with Mr. Limada on Facebook and YouTube. And then too, not forgetting Marietta Apollonia will be here on Storytime Live on May 11th with Jack the Library Cat. Yes, celebrating the coming of that brand new book. So we'll be here together. Please join us for that one. Do not miss out. And of course, if you're here or if you happen to be anywhere near Oakland on June 3rd, please do join us for a fantastic event at the Children's Book Festival at Fairyland, and that one is happening, and we will be there. Mark Barnett will be there, Sean Harris will be there, Jen Vedder will be there, Angela Dalton will be there, to mention but a few, and Christian Robinson too. Lots and lots of fun guaranteed. So come join us, come have fun with us. That is happening. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. I hope you're well wherever you are. Please remember, leave us a message so we know you're here. Let us know that you're having fun with us and, of course, are enjoying the books. And, of course, don't forget to send in your recommendations. Always let us know what you would like to see here on Storytime, and we will work as hard as we can to make sure that those books come here to Storytime. And, of course, if they are a little delayed, we're just waiting on permissions. But once those are granted, here we come. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime, and I am glad that you're here. Out here in Oakland and in the Bay in general today, it is going to be sunny. I think highs of about 66, 67. So if you're in the Bay, maybe a few layers in the morning, but definitely something that you can also still wear on its own if it's for a t-shirt. I've done that before. Put on a t-shirt. I was like, oh yeah, it'll be hot. It'll be cold out. No worries. And then it got hot and like, oh, I cannot wear that t-shirt on its own. So yeah, just think about that as you're getting ready this morning. If you're anywhere near the Bay where it is definitely going to be warm, and let us know where you are, how it is, and how you're doing. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Lots and lots to look forward to. I am excited for this week. And of course, if you just to recap some of the books that we've read this week, we've had Over and Under the Canyon, and of course we had Because of an Acorn, and then yesterday we said Follow the Moon Home, and then today, of course, we're reading My Friend Earth, and tomorrow Sunrise Dance coming up right before our guests join us. Thank you so much for being here. Let us see who is here in the morning ready to enjoy story time. Thank you so much for joining in. The Barbies are here. Well, good morning to you, Barbies. Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, good morning to you, Megan and Ari. Thank you so much for joining us out there in Kentucky. Yes, bringing the party from all the way out there in Kentucky. Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, you're making us smile all the way out here in Oakland. Thank you so much for joining in. And I'm sure you are too, everybody that is joining in this morning. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Good morning to you. How are you doing, Sarah and Nathan? Thank you so much for joining in a soon-to-be stormy Illinois. Oh my goodness, Illinois doesn't let up. Illinois keeps going. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope that you're well. I hope that those storms pass quickly. Thank you so much for joining in here. And you say we're preparing for a rainy afternoon soon with a trip to the library and plenty of games. But first, story time with friends. Oh my goodness, I love this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That just warms my heart. Thank you for carving out the time to spend with us here on Storytime. We really appreciate it. We know there are many things that you could be doing, but you're here with us, reading together, learning together, and being in community together. I couldn't ask for more. Thank you so much. Hugs, hugs, hugs to you and everybody that is joining in. And of course, to all those that join us later on for the recordings, sending you love. And we miss you on the lives, but hopefully, like you do leave us a message and we will definitely say hi back. Thank you so much for joining in. Sarah and Nathan, get ready for those storms. Get all the books you need. Get all the snacks you need. Get ready for a beautiful day reading and enjoying. Thank you so much for joining in. And yes, we'll hopefully see you tomorrow and you can keep us posted on what's happening. Thank you to Amanda West. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Pamela Courtney, good morning to you. We say waving hello to everyone in the Storytime family, from Braylon, Chad, and of course, Auntie Pam. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Thank you for those positive vibes in the morning. We're having breakfast cooked by Auntie Pam. Spoiler alert, no one wants breakfast. What did you make, Auntie Pam? What did you make? Maybe it's time for Chef Braylon to jump in there, or Chef Chad to jump in there and create something else. Thank you so much for joining in. Absolutely appreciate you. And I'm glad that you're here. Enjoy that breakfast. And of course, we do have a wonderful book to read together. So enjoy your breakfast with this beautiful book, My Friend Earth. This one is coming to us from Patricia McLachlan, illustrations by Francesca SANNA, and we're reading this one with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you indeed, and I hope that you are ready for that one. Sharon Lungo and Soraya, thank you so much for joining us from right here in Oakland. I hope that you are well. Thank you indeed for being here. Absolutely appreciate you. Soraya, it is going to be warmer later on, a little cold right now in Oakland, so please do be ready for that as you go out. I hope that you have a wonderful day at school. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Yes, indeed. Mother Nature likes to remind us about Earth Day by giving us all the super exciting weather in the spring. Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for sharing. And yes, perfect words for sure. Thank you so much for joining in. Absolutely love it. Pamela Courtney is saying, Chad wants to know who's on your shirt. Oh my goodness. Is that the tennis champion lady? Oh yes. Oh yes. Let me see if I can. It is. It is Queen Serena. And you know what? I don't know if I've told this story before. So I made this T-shirt for celebrating Black History about a couple of years ago, maybe, well, pre-pandemic actually. So we're talking 4 years ago about. And I think the very 2 days later, one of the numbers changed on here. She won her next Grand Slam, and so I had to change that. But the T-shirt was already made, so this actually was outdated by pretty much 3 days later. That's how good Serena was, right? Oh, is. I'm sure even in retirement, she's still rocking it. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. And yes, Chad, next time we talk, I hope that you'll be able to tell me a little bit more about Serena Williams. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Excited to be here as always, and I hope that you're having a wonderful time. Time to grab your drink, time to grab your hot chocolate, whatever it is that you're having this morning. Time to grab that breakfast. Maybe change it. Who knows? Go, get comfortable, get cozy. We'll be right back for our story for today. Join me on the other side of this short break. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Hello, I'm Olalu Ogunyemi, officer in the United States Marine Corps and author of Crow from the Shadow. You are tuned in with my brother on Story Time with Mr. Lamada. Enjoy and God bless.
Hola, my name is Shamile Sayed Mendez, and I am the author of Where Are You From, Furia, and many other books for young readers. You're watching Story Time with Mr. Limara.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining in. I am glad that we're here together. A wonderful book to read. And this one is called My Friend Earth, as we continue to celebrate Earth Week here. And of course, Earth Day, reminded of Earth Day, that is coming up on Saturday, April 22nd. This one is written by Patricia MacLachlan, illustrations by Francesca SANNA, and we're reading it with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. And isn't it beautiful? Somehow Francesca SANNA's illustrations, especially in this book, remind me of Minal Patel's illustrations, especially when you look at, say, the end notes. So similar. I really love it. There you go. Beautiful book indeed. And I wanted to read the dedication too, especially Francesca SANNA's. And she says, this book is dedicated to all the children fighting and caring for our friend Earth. Right? To all the children, that's you, Storytime community, to all the children fighting and caring for our friend Earth. Francesca SANNA. And here we go with our story. My Friend Earth, written by Patricia MacLachlan, illustrations by Francesca SANNA, and we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Oh. I know this book also has all these cutouts and stuff that you can check out. Even just the design of the page, I don't know if you can see the top here. The pages have all these designs on them. Can you see that? Yeah, they're very pretty. All right, who's that napping away? Wake up! It's story time. My friend Earth wakes from a winter nap. Yes, spring is here. Wake up, my friend. My friend Earth wakes from a winter nap. Who's there with you? Who's that one singing? She hears the busy spring sounds, the farmer's hoe tap tapping in the garden, the caws of the crows. Yes, my friend Earth wakes from a winter nap. She hears the busy spring sounds, the farmer's hoe tap tapping in the garden, the caws of the crows. She sees the little, the silent seed, the spider spinning silver, the robin and the wrens. Yeah, she sees the little. the silent seed, the spiders spinning silver, the robin and the wrens. Do you see them too? Yes, she sees a little. Good morning to you, Clara. Thank you for joining us. And of course, Erin, I'm glad that you're here. Their dad came back last night and they have been so happy. Oh, love it, love it, love it. Thank you for sharing the joy. All right. Yes, my friend Earth wakes from a winter nap. She hears the spring sounds, the farmer tapping on the ground. She sees the silent seed, the spiders spinning silver, the robin and the wrens. What else? Oh, and she sees the lodge too, the long-winged albatross crossing the sea, the mole tunneling in the underdark. She guides the chimpanzee to her night nest. Oh, isn't she amazing? Oh, the things that Mother Earth does. Yes, she sees the little, but sees the large too. The long-winged albatross crossing the sea, the mole tunneling in the underdark. She guides the chimpanzee to her night nest. Oh, and she sees the zebra baby. Well, and the zebra baby to find his mother in the hundreds of black and white striped mothers. Yeah. Oh. Yes, she guides the chimpanzee to its night nest and the zebra baby to find his mother in the hundreds of black and white striped mothers. So many designs in these pages. Can you see that cut right here? So many little cuts. Beautiful. She tends the prairie where sand-dappled wild horses run. She tends the prairie where sand-dappled wild horses run through grasses that swish against their legs. Oh, yes. Wow. Mother Earth tends the prairie where the sand-dappled wild horses run through the grasses that swish against their legs. Can you hear their sound? Can you feel the power? The tundra where the reindeer graze for moss. Oh, yes. And the glistening ice where the young polar bear pads on mittened feet. Oh, yes. Mother Earth tends the prairie where sand-dappled wild horses run through the grasses that swish against their legs. She tends the tundra where the reindeer graze for moss. She tends the glistening ice where the young polar bear pads on mittened feet. Here's another cutout right there. Can you see it? Oh, so cool. She guards all creatures in all the oceans. The black manta rays, slick like shadows. The shining parrotfish. The tiny krill who swim with millions of other krill to look big. And of course, the whales who are big. Oh. Mother Earth is there for all of them. She guards all the creatures in all the oceans. The black manta rays slick like shadows. The shining parrotfish. The tiny krill who swim with millions of other krill to look big. And of course, the whales, who are big. Ah. My friend Earth pours the summer rain to fill streams, flowing down mountains, through the fields, to the rivers, to the sea. My friend Earth pours the summer rain to fill streams, flowing down mountains, through the fields, to the rivers, to the sea. Look at that page design. Sometimes she pours too much rain, flooding towns and meadows and roads until she dries the land. Yeah. And we think of all those that have been affected this year by adverse weather here in California and so many other places. And, we know that road to recovery is hard, but we wish them also the very best. And if we can donate, whether it's time, finances, or whatever we can, let's help out. Sometimes she pours too much rain, flooding towns and meadows and roads until she dries the land. Sometimes she blows fierce autumn winds, sweeping the limbs off of trees and shingles from the roofs of barns. Yeah, that happens too. Sometimes she blows fierce autumn winds, sweeping the limbs off of trees and shingles from the roofs of barns. Until she stills the wind. So red and orange and yellow leaves float to the ground. Yeah, sometimes she blows fierce autumn winds, which blow limbs off of trees and shingles off of roofs until she stills the wind. So red and orange and yellow leaves can float to the ground. When cold comes again, my friend Earth sprinkles the snow, whisper silent, covering the dens where the baby black bears are born in soft darkness, drifting over the icy pond where the turtle sleeps in mud, settling into the emptiness of birds. Yeah. Season after season, my friend Earth is busy at work. When cold comes again, my friend Earth sprinkles the snow, whisper silent, covering the dens where the baby black bears are born in soft darkness, drifting over the icy pond where the turtle sleeps in mud, settling into the empty nest of birds. More cool page cuttings. Under the white, the silent seed is cradled in the dark soil, watching. Yes, indeed. Under the white, the silent seed is cradled in the dark soil, watching. And waiting. Yes, under the white, the silent seed is cradled in the dark soil, watching, waiting to fly up again in the warm, bright sun of spring. Ah, yes, indeed. waiting, watching to fly up again in the warm, bright sun of spring. I hope that you've been enjoying seeing all those different blooms and stuff that are happening right now. Super blooms out here in California and many different places. I hope you've been able to enjoy this spring. And I know that it is allergy season too, so please do take care of yourself if you're affected like that. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. That was our book for today, My Friend Earth. This one by Patricia MacLachlan, illustrations by Francesca, SANNA, and we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. My Friend Earth. Thank you so much for joining in today. And again, the message in here too was, this book is dedicated to all you amazing little ones out there, all you amazing young people. And it says to all the children fighting and caring for our friend Earth. So think about it today. What is something that you're going to do to help take care of the earth? Thank you so much for being here. Join me on the other side of this short break when we're back for more story time.
I'm Meenal Patel, and I am an artist, designer, and the author and illustrator of Priya Dreams of Marigolds and Masala, and you are watching Storytime with Mr. Lamada.
Thank you so much. Welcome back. Thank you indeed, Meenal Patel. And if you've not checked out Priya Dreams of Marigolds and Masala, what are you waiting for? Go, go, go. Find it on the Storytime platforms. Find it where you find books. Find it at your local library. And yesterday, too, I was looking at something that a librarian friend posted, and they were saying, please get your library cards. Please use your library cards because that also helps with funding of the library. So I didn't know that part. But as you use them, as you get your library cards, then the libraries can count you as users, and that helps them with their funding, and so they can continue the amazing works that they do. Remember, libraries are more than just books. There's so much that happens there. They're community gatherings. They're also, like spaces of safety, and so we can borrow tools from there and so much more. So we can get information. We can get to use computers there if we do not have access to any. So please help support your libraries. Use your library card. Get your library card as soon as you can. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Absolutely love it. My Friend Earth, let's think about how we can take care of this planet. Tomorrow, we're back. Yes, it'll be a sunrise dance here on Storytime, and we are excited to do that with you. And please join in. This one is illustrated by Tegan White and written by Serena Gingold Allen. So join us for this one. And then, of course, our guests will be here. Yes, Gabi Lala and the ukulele will be here on Storytime having fun with us. Thank you so much for joining in. Absolutely love it. Absolutely appreciate you all. I hope that this book was perfect for whatever you are having this morning, whatever snack you had, and all the good stuff. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Please let us not forget that we do have an amazing lineup this week. We can go back to it and enjoy it over and over. And of course, find these books at your local library and of course, wherever else that you find books. If you have an extra copy, maybe put it in a small, the small libraries, or put it out somewhere where somebody else could benefit from it. Enjoy it, take it with them to their home until they are ready to pass it on to the next person. Thank you so much for joining in. Gabi Lala and of course, ukulele will be here on Storytime. It'll be the first time that we're having guests in the Storytime studio. So we're excited about that. They'll be here live with us on set. So please join us tomorrow and have fun with us. And of course, if you miss us, you can always catch the recordings later on. Gabi Lala and the ukulele coming to Storytime. Get ready for some fun. May 11th, Marietta Apollonia has her brand new book, Jack the Library Cat, coming out. Come and join us. Come have fun with us. She will be here on Storytime Live. Marietta and Jack the Library Cat coming your way May 11th. And then, of course, we are at the Children's Book Festival on June 3rd. So do join us. Have fun with us. And lots of people will be there. Lots of creatives, fun, amazing people. Christian Robinson, Mark Barnett, Angela Dalton, Jen Vetta, so many. Come join us. Sean Harris will be there too. Come and join us and have fun with us. Lots and lots of fun expected and guaranteed for sure. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Excitement all around. Let us see who was with us this morning, ready to enjoy those wonderful stories. Yes, I love it. I will definitely tell Zita that you found that book. Let me know how much you're enjoying it. Yes, Dragons in a Bag. And that series is just amazing. And I hope that you are enjoying it, or if you've started already. Thank you so much for joining in and absolutely love it. Aren't they amazing, those free libraries, right? We can share so many resources on there. Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you for joining in, Ari and Megan and the Barbies. We hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day out there in Kentucky. Good morning to you one more time, Pamela Courtney, or is it Chef Pamela Courtney, and Braylon and Chad. Thank you so much for joining in this morning. I hope that you enjoyed that story, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you so much for joining in here on Storytime. And of course, welcome back home. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. Thank you for sharing, Erin and Clara, and I'm glad that Dad is back, and you sounds like you're having so much fun. I love it. Thank you so much for joining in. Tara McNamara, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Hugs to you out there in Massachusetts. Thank you for being here with us. Soraya and, of course, Sharon Lungo, thank you for joining us from right here in Oakland. Sending you love and hope that you have a wonderful Thursday. Good morning to you one more time. Amanda, Wes, Sarah, and Nathan, thank you for joining in as you prepare for those storms. And, of course, I hope that your library haul, it will be a good one. Enjoy it. And, of course, if there are any titles that you wish to share here with us, let us know what's up. Please do. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Amanda West, have yourself a wonderful day as well. Thank you so much for joining in, friends. This has been Storytime for today. This has been Storytime for this wonderful Thursday morning, as we continue here to highlight and honor Earth Week. But of course, please remember that we can remind ourselves all we want, but we need to take some action as well. So what are some things that we can do to help with the earth? So find out in your local communities. Go to earth.org and find out all the amazing things that you can do. Little things matter. You can recycle. Hopefully you have recycling facilities in your town. I hope so. And that's one step that we can do. So many things that we can do. We can carry reusable bags to the store. That is one way to do it as well. So thank you so much for joining in Storytime. And I'm sure you have many brilliant ideas out there. Please share them with us, and hopefully everybody else gets to see them and enjoy. Thank you for being here with me on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. We're back tomorrow. Sunrise Dance, Serena Gingold Allen and Tegan White. And of course, we'll be reading this one with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco as well. Thank you so much for being here. Much love from me. Lots to look forward to. God willing, we're back again tomorrow for more Storytime. Have fun. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your reading. Storms are coming in Illinois. Hopefully you stay safe and just enjoy the reading and family time. Of course, wherever you are, whatever kind of weather you're having, we hope that you can adapt to it and enjoy it for what it is. Thank you so much for being here. Much love from me. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, it brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely. Won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Story time. Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to hear it. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to hear it.